Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into something truly mind-bending in the world of content creation. We're unpacking a comprehensive guide on generating lifelike digital influencers completely from scratch. And we aren't talking about some massive studio production here. No, we're talking about a $0 blueprint utilizing various artificial intelligence platforms.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Have you ever scrolled past those massive digital influencer accounts and just thought about the sheer amount of money, time, and specialized equipment that goes into rendering them? It seems out of reach, right? Well, today, we're going to look at a magic trick of sorts. We are completely deconstructing a workflow that lets you bypass expensive equipment, motion capture suits, high-end studio lighting, and those hefty actor fees entirely.
$0. That is the entire motif of today's explainer, the ultimate zero barrier entry. This pipeline requires absolutely no financial investment. None. All you need is an internet browser and some creative vision. The tools we're going to break down are totally free to use, which means you can build a unique digital presence, literally at your fingertips, at no cost whatsoever.
So, here is our roadmap for today. 1. The AI influencer revolution. 2. Sourcing your base model. 3. Generating the virtual persona. 4. Extracting the motion data. 5. Animating your digital star. And 6. The future of identity.
Starting with number 1, the AI influencer revolution, breaking down the barriers to digital stardom. The AI revolution has completely democratized digital content creation. I mean, what used to take an entire team of graphic designers and 3D animators can now be done just by stringing together a few clever AI platforms. And while using multiple tools might sound a little intimidating, it's actually a super simple logical checklist. We find a source image, we use AI to generate our unique character, we extract movement data from a reference video, and finally, we synthesize those pieces together for the animation. Just 4 clear, easy steps.
Moving to Section 2, Sourcing your base model, finding that foundational look.
All right, so here is our very first actionable step. This workflow points us straight to Pinterest. You just hop onto the platform and start selecting a reference model from social media to establish a consistent visual identity. Basically, find a style or a facial structure that you really like and just download that image. That single downloaded photo is going to serve as the structural foundation for your completely new original AI persona.
Section 3. Generating the virtual persona, bringing the face to life with LowArt AI. Now, what's really interesting here is a tool called LowArt AI. And by the way, they give you 30 free daily credits, which is awesome. We're going to navigate straight to their image generator, and here is the exact recipe for success. You upload that source image you just grabbed, select the AI model called Nano Banana Pro, and set your resolution to a crisp 2K. Make sure to change the aspect ratio to 3:4 so you get that perfect vertical mobile look. Apply your custom prompt, and boom! You instantly get your own unique AI influencer. The original creator notes that from this point on, you can do absolutely anything with it.
Section 4. Extracting the motion data, capturing movement and pose.
Okay, so we've got the look, but let's be real. A static image isn't exactly an influencer, right? We need movement. So you head back to Pinterest, find a video of someone performing the exact action you want, like dancing, walking, or lip syncing, and download it. Then you toss that video into a frame extractor and isolate frame number 1. Just extract that single specific still frame and save it. Why? Because isolating that very first frame is absolutely crucial. It tells the AI exactly what the starting pose needs to be for the upcoming animation.
And this brings us right to the merge phase. We head back into LowArt AI's image generator. Except this time, we upload both of our images into the system. Image 1 is that high-resolution AI model persona we generated a minute ago, and Image 2 is that single extracted motion frame we just pulled from the dancing or lip-syncing video. The absolute key here is how we link them together using a text prompt. You literally instruct the AI with something like, Image 2 is posing and dressing like Image 1. It's that simple. Keep the resolution locked at 2K and the aspect ratio at 3:4, and hit Create. The AI essentially synthesizes the facial identity and style of your influencer with the exact physical pose of the video's first frame. Once it's done, you just download that final perfectly posed static image.
Section 5. Animating your digital star, synthesizing the final fluid motion.
We are now transitioning into the final technical phase. We have our beautifully merged, perfectly posed static image. Now it is time to breathe actual life into it. The workflow takes us over to a platform called KIII. You just sign in with a Google account, navigate from the dashboard to their API market, scroll down,
and select K-Ling Motion Control. This is going to be our primary motion control technology, and it's what synchronizes our static character with actual fluid movement.
And this brilliantly illustrates just how incredibly user-friendly this tech has become. You just clear out the default media, upload your newly merged AI image right alongside that original Pinterest video, completely delete the text prompt, set it to run at 720p, and hit go. That's it. What used to be complex, headache-inducing animation now literally just requires a few strategic uploads. Now, while Kling Motion Control inside KII is fantastic for this, the source material also points out some great alternative platforms like Viggle AI. It is always a smart move to have multiple free options like Kling and Viggle AI in your back pocket when you're synchronizing these elements. It ensures you can always get that fluid professional animation without spending a dime. Finally, Section 6, the future of identity, and what this all means for digital content.
Let's step back from the technical tutorial for just a second and look at the broader implications here. We've just walked through a workflow that costs absolutely nothing, requires zero coding skills, and outputs highly sophisticated professional-grade media. The source creator reacted to their final product by saying, "It looks super realistic and the motion is really smooth and cool." And honestly, they hit the nail on the head. It completely validates that this accessible process really does yield amazing results. The old barriers to entry for creating high-tier digital content have practically vanished overnight.
So let's wrap this up with a final thought, because this brings up a massive question for all of us consuming media right now. If literally anyone with an internet connection can synthesize a lifelike digital presence for free today, how in the world will we define authenticity tomorrow? When the line between a real human recording a video on their phone and an AI-generated persona becomes this flawlessly blurred, the entire landscape of digital content changes. It is definitely something fascinating to chew on as you go out there and experiment with these tools yourself. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.